So when you're trying to figure out, for instance, how do these go, you always want your rings to be where they're least likely to get involved with a sheet going around or something like that.
Okay.
So you wouldn't put the pin through like that and have the ring up here on top, because the ropes and stuff sit on the top. So you, yeah. Okay. So you put things so that they are less likely to be involved. So essentially like that, and then we'll tape it all up too. But you just try to make it as least likely to have a problem.
Okay.
All right. So that's good. That's your forestay. This is the loop that the spinnaker pole hangs in right here.
Okay.
And this is your downhaul for your jib halyard. It gives you your jib halyard connection. So, all right.
Okay.
So that's, oh, now we need the trapeze lines.
Okay. So those on the top one. Okay.
Yep. And put your the spinnaker typically comes up and down on the port side.
Okay.
So put rings and ends of rings or shackles, the ends, put them away from the side the spinnaker is going up and down on most of the time. Just lessens the chance that there'd be a problem.
Okay.
Doesn't prevent it, but it lessens the chance.
Black to the back here, and white handle goes aft. Okay. And then
now the spinnaker halyard.
all right, show me how those connect over there real quick.
Okay.
I didn't connect those.
So you just take your tail. Right now I don't really know the length, so I'm just gonna quickly
Eyeball it. Okay.
just yeah, for now.
Okay.
And then we'll fine tune it once it's up. And then this one goes through here. Probably pretty close.
Jib halyard, or was it spinnaker halyard?
Yep, spinnaker halyard. Now with this one, the tail that comes down the mast goes inside of this. That just keeps it constrained.
Okay.
When you're sailing. And that goes there. So
Nice.
just to prevent it from going anywhere, I tie it off for the time being.
Okay.
And if you want a safety while you're putting the mast up, you can tie this through the bow, and then once you've lifted the mast, you can pull it in, and you've got a temporary that'll keep the mast from falling down while you're dealing with whatever. So you can put the mast up completely by yourself, but it's easier to have somebody.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yep. So all right. So the forestay is going to come up, and the pin is here. So I'll back this almost all the way out. There's just a little bit left in there. You'll put it's the third hole down. Always note what hole you're in, and you'll put the connection that I gave you in that and pin that.
Okay, got it.
All right. Now we're going to pick the mast up. We're going to turn it because this has to be in the up position, and then we will connect this pin right here. It goes from one side to the other. That pin is going to go through here, and that's going to give us a hinge point that we can put it up and then twist it.
Does it matter which way you rotate this up right now?
It does not. Now that everything's connected, it does not matter.
Okay. Okay. Run this through here.
Yep.
All right, coming back some. Right there. All right, pin is in.
All right. You'll come hold this end for a second.
Yep.
All right, walk towards me and lift it. Okay. So there's your safety.
Yeah.
Don't rely on that. Let's see. Here's your forestay.
All three?
Yep.
Or just this metal one?
Just the metal one. Yeah. Sorry.
Back this out slightly. Okay.
All right. So. All right, you got the ring in?
Ring is in, yeah.
Okay. All right, that's good. All right. So that gets. That's the heavy lift right there to get most of that done, and then it's just details.
Does it matter, like, ring being inside or outside on this?
I would always put the ring on the inside.
Inside?
Yep.
Because it'll be flying out here.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. So. Straight.
Dragonfly.
It's a dragonfly. Nice.
You summoned him.
Nice.
Get all these bugs. That's so crazy how much they eat.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
All right.
All right.
All right. So,
Okay.
again, just like the F-18, you take this pin out to use it for the spinnaker pole. Pliers. Let's take that out.
Okay.
All right, I can't tell you how many times I've put this together and then the jib sheet has been below the pole. And once it's all stressed and bent and all, you know, the pole's got the curvature to it, it is a pain in the butt to get it there, to get it fixed. So always make sure all your lines are kosher before you start getting really serious with the pole. Okay.
And this red line you're pulling is the...
So there's two lines here. They're both the same color.
Okay.
Which admittedly is a little confusing. So this one that comes out of the trampoline, this is the Cunningham.
That's Cunningham, okay.
So that pulls the front edge of the sail down in the track. So for right now, we'll just put that aside. And then this other one is the tack line.
Okay.
So this is for the spinnaker to connect to the tack of the spinnaker. Generally, for now, just to keep it up out of the way, put it through here.
Okay.
But once we get these bridle lines on, if we put it underneath the bridle line, that'll hold it up, and you can just you can disconnect this, reconnect this. So just to keep it straight, put it through there. So it goes from the boat through there, through this, and actually this is that's not straight. Hold on. Make sure these are below. All right, and then just bring it back to the spinnaker bag and loosely tie it here till the spinnaker's ready to get tied on. Okay. These are the spinnaker bridles, spinnaker pole bridles. These go to the tips of each hull.
Okay.
Obviously they're oriented which one you need. So the key is putting a little bit of this doubled, so it's doubled to create a loop. Put that through to this side, and then pull this knot around and take the knot through here, and that's what prevents this from pulling back through. Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
Yep.
So
all right, big knot's up against here. Make sure that this side of the knot travels through, around, and all this tension or all the slack comes out here.
Okay.
All right, so now,
Okay.
now that that's done, bring this back up here. This puts the bend in the in the pole, and you always want a bend that keeps it, that will put strength in the pole when it starts loading up, because the natural is that the boat will be picked up, and if there's not a bend in it, it'll bend the other way and break. So you always want some upwards bend before you start putting load on it.
Okay.
You guys need to get out?
No, we're just gonna work in the shade here.
Well, the downfall is the bugs are in the shade.
Bugs are bad.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes. They're killing us.
Yeah, a little gnat.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Let's get in your ears.
Yeah. All right. So now we're gonna put a little bit of tension on these.
Huh?
So.
Some deep, yeah, yes, sir.
Wait a second. All right. So for now, it's 7.5.
Okay, see.
I'm just
Sure.
Yeah.
For now.
Yep.
All right,
But yeah, you use those scales on the side.
4, 5, 6, 7. About 7.5.
7.5. All right. That's.
Yeah, I want to show you the front guy down.
Hell yeah. So see, when I pull on this,
Uh-huh.
you can see just a little bit of tension change up there.
Yeah, I
But
do.
it still needs a little bit more. So that's a half. That's one rotation. What's up, bud?
How are you?
Good.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Trying to learn how to rig this guy here.
All right, that's pretty tight.
Okay.
If it were blowing harder, I'd be back here, and I'd have you take the rest of that tension out for today, or in general light air conditions. That's good enough. And then we tape these up. Tape from here all and cover all these threads.
The whole thing. Okay.
Because that's a cheese grater when you go by it.
Okay.
Yep. All right. So the downhaul adjuster. This is for the jib downhaul. Now that this is tight up here, you can put the two centering bridles on the pole. They just go through the end over here. Put a little tension on them. 2 to 1. Tie those off. Hang on though. See, it's coming underneath that. Let's see if that had tension. Yeah, okay, it's okay to be underneath it.
Okay.
I always have to look, but
Yeah, that's fair.
I'll let you. You just want to make sure everything's fair. Okay. All right, there you go.
Back through here.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm just gonna put a little tension on it. There we go. right, and then you're gonna make a hitch. So putting pull that up. I just leave it as a slip knot. That keeps the tail put away. So just do a second hitch. Gives you a loop to put some pressure on. You do a third hitch if you got enough, and if you really, if you have a lot, just tuck it in between the two lines.
Okay. Sense. Okay.
And then you have one more line. So this keeps the spinnaker from getting back in here when you're taking it down. It comes from right here and just comes out here and ties. That's it.
Okay.
All right. Then spinnaker sheet. Go ahead and get the main sheet. So the spinnaker sheet would come from the front, go through this block, and then if there's pressure on this block, it engages the ratchet, okay? But you want it to ratchet in this direction because this is the direction you're pulling it, and then you want it to drag in the direction the spinnaker's pulling it. So this is, right now, this is backwards. So just take it out, spin it around. Again, check it. You're pulling it in on this side, so that's what you want to hear, and then it drags this way. All right, and then this one has the drag that can be turned on and off.
Okay.
This one is not turned on and off, so most of the time I would say leave it in the off position, but if it were really windy, you put it in the on position, then you get drag in both blocks.
Okay.
All right, so pull it all the way through.
That's right, the crisscross, okay.
All right, I don't have take-ups on this boat, but I have material to make take-ups. So just like we had the loops on either side with the 18, we're gonna put those on in a few minutes.
Okay.
Perfect. It worked.
All right. So, spinnaker sheet comes forward. I don't know why. There should be a tail on that, but it's not. Comes around. So I'm gonna let you run this one.
Okay.
There you go. So yeah, you always go away, roll away from it, and well,
Too sweaty.
there you go.
Okay, thanks.
All right.
Got it.
Okay, so now it went.
There we go. Nope.
Sheesh. Okay.
All right. So next thing is the spinnaker halyard, and let's see. All right. So untie this. Let me get this off. All right, so spinnaker halyard is tied. The end is tied up there. Untie it right in front of you. Nope.
Oh, here.
There.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, so it comes out of that block in the bottom. Right?
Here.
Yep. And then I'm explaining the direction to you. You've got the tail, and it's not.
So it's good. Yeah, it comes out of here.
Yeah. All
Okay.
right. So follow that to the tail.
Okay.
Make sure it's not wrapped around anything. Okay. There's a block right there by your GoPro. It goes through that block. I would go from the front to the back. All right.
Okay.
Then it comes to me underneath.
Underneath these.
Yep, underneath these. It goes through this ring.
Okay.
And then goes underneath this. Goes through that block.
Through this block. Okay.
And then goes into that hole.
Into this hole. Just stuff it in there for now.
Yep, just slip it in there for now.
Okay.
All right. This should normally just stay here. It was undone because of some stuff that I did earlier. So this is your ring that just keeps it from getting knotted up,
Okay.
in theory. All right. So this obviously comes through here. Underneath here is this slit. Just reach through and grab it so it comes out here.
Okay.
All right, now don't get involved with any of the stuff here. So go underneath this stuff.
Underneath all that.
Yep. If I had already done the jib sheet work, this would be out of the way. I just haven't done the jib sheet. This in the back of this bag.
Yep.
So
Through the ring.
yep, go through the ring. All right, and then just comes out here, and that's what I needed the bar extension for. Extension down in there. And so this is through the ring, goes through the ring. It's inside the bag, but I pulled it out to show you. And then you're just gonna tie it around here with a rolling hitch. I find that works the best. Rolling hitch will allow you to pull it out the front of the bag.
Okay.
So just tie it to something. All right. So we got the halyard here, tack is here, and the belly button string is here, and these are our sheets.
Okay.
All right.
problem. It's
18, that's the number. I knew there was a number, but I never.
Okay, come on over into this section in here. Yep. Okay. And then you might want to set that up. Because you're going to need both hands for this. Okay, so this is the tack. Why? This is the tack. This goes out to the front. You notice the tack because the maker's
the logos on the tack.
logos.
Okay.
Yep. So that's your tack. So tie your tack to the tack line. Use a bowline.
Through the ring?
Yep.
Does it need to be below or above that little knot?
As close to the knot as possible.
Okay, so this is George's phone.
But here's the thing. How's that loop different than that loop?
We're standing on top.
Mm-hmm. So make sure you come from the side, from the bottom, and make sure that your load line is on the bottom.
Okay.
It'll always be right. Then go around and then back in.
Yeah, they both
I
came
was
in on
going
the
to
same
this
shipment.
inside roll too. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
So that's it.
That's one on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'll get a whole set of
All right.
pictures before
We
the
got
end
that.
of the day and get them out there.
Follow the bottom edge. This will go to your sheet. So
One little point where all the flexes go. It made difference for the main first, but it came up with the short. It's amazing how much songs like tonight. So what do you think of mine now? It's super easy. Compare to that. Start on screen. With diamond knot. So all I do is I make a loop on both ends of the area, right? Like a weaker loop. And tie them both in a knot. And then put the other both of them. Pull it out tight.
you have my knife still.
Oh yeah.
Change it up in my driver. Got a nice rack, real heavy duty, and I got one of those. It's not a come along. It's one of those things for chain tensioning where it's real long and then it goes short. Get on there, put a pull on. Jam it tight. Get the knot as tight as I can. Yeah. Okay, so that's going to be
The foot. No, that's the head. Somehow I followed the wrong
Damn, you
shit. I wonder if it's
could not see that black foot. Oh,
what?
is that what got you?
Maybe. Damn.
You're doing it. Start your race. Go around for all week.
So I was trying to figure out. Yeah, okay, I knew. Okay, so now that I've tied this extra piece on here, we don't need this. Tie that to this loop with a bowline.
Okay. That on the bottom.
Okay, so we move that over there. Yep, that's out of the way. All right, now follow this edge up. So this is your this is your front. Follow this front edge up to the head. right, bowling. You want this as close to the head as possible. So you want,
It's not close to it.
yeah,
So I need to
yeah,
shorten this up.
shorten that up. There you go. All right.
And that's on the top, so that's on the bottom now.
No, come from the bottom.
Bottom, back.
Around and then through. There you go. All right. All right. So that got your head. All right. Now, here's your belly button line.
There's rings on here somehow.
Yep. Yep. So it's starting at the bottom.
Okay.
All right. So this is your bottom edge. There's one of your rings. Go through there. All right. Now keep following the center as best you can.
Number 2.
Yep. Two. And then here's your loop that you're going to tie it bowling through.
On the bottom, up to the bottom. Back here. 2. This outer one, I think. Let's see how I did. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Now you're ready to pull it into the bag. So
Come over there.
yep. I'll let you do that. So you have that block right here.
Yeah.
You grab this anywhere on the boat and pull. As long as you're pulling through that block, you're good. That's it.
Okay. Perfect.
Oh,
All right.
let me go find a.
All right. Let's do the jib sheet next. Definitely want to videotape this. This is what connects to your jib. It goes from this block, up through this block, back down.
Okay.
All right, then the sheet goes out to this. And it really doesn't matter you go left to right,
Okay.
right to left. It really doesn't matter. And then comes back to the block that's on your jib sheet, which is right here. And you tie a bowline in this. Okay, that gives you 2-to-1 jib sheet here back to your 2-to-1 on here. So that controls that, and you've got
Okay.
your sheets on either side.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so that's your jib sheet. These, and you can, if you're not going to sail with the jib, I would consider taking this off. But essentially, this is designed to control the jib, how much off center it is.
Okay.
There's a couple of ways that you can do this. Long term, I'd ask Dee and Philippe for their suggestions. Some people just use a single through to these two cleats here. I I wanted to be able to have a little more control, so I use these cleats out here.
Mm-hmm.
It's up to you.
Okay.
But basically,
It's advanced.
yeah. And of course, I guess that is right. Yeah. All right, so that's that. I'll show you the Cunningham once we get the main up and the jib. All right, so now we would go around and we'd start taping all of these rings to make sure that they're, you know, protected for sailing. I think what else from a rigging perspective. Oh, we missed this. So my goal was to put this under here, and it didn't. So easy enough fix.
Under through here, or
So what I'm gonna do is just untie this,
yeah.
pull it underneath that, and then
And that's just to keep it a little more controlled or
it's
contained.
just to keep it out of the water,
Okay.
keep it from dragging. Yeah. Yep, that just keeps it up.
Okay. Is it worth? I don't know if I'll sail with the jib initially, really.
Yeah, you probably won't.
So is it, I don't know. Is it worth doing it now?
What? Don't not put it up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool. You still need to tape this. So
Okay.
let me get some tape, and then what we'll do is we'll tie this off. So this is your tack point for your jib.
Okay.
So we'll just tie this here, and that'll keep it out of the way. And actually, that brings up a good point. If you're not going to use it, then what I would do, and it's easy to put back, is I would actually just take the jib halyard off, because the spinnaker will get caught on it going around the boat.
Okay.
So we'll just untie. This is the messenger line that we would take off after we put the jib up. We'll just pull this through, and then what we'll do is we'll put this halyard in with the jib, and then it'll all be together.
Perfect.
There are two rings to use for the the spinnaker halyard.
Okay.
There's one, and this one was hidden inside, and it had an extra ring on it, and that's because I added that one because I couldn't find this one.
Got it.
So
You want to put a little low on the dagger or the rudders?
I can do that. So I've got those dagger boards at home that just need the bottom fixed. I'll work on that this coming week.
So for now, I'm just going to tie this around here. But the next time you take the spinnaker off, you can run it through both of them.
Run through both rings. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I go from the outside to the inside because it's easier to get them out that way.
Okay.
And then put one on each side, top and bottom.
Okay.
And then you actually want to go ahead and start tying them with a single crossover. All right, so you can pull it up tight this way. You can really wail on it. You don't need a lot of tension today. You can really wail on it if you need to in heavy air, and then cinch that tight, and then you're gonna finish it with a square knot. And you know the difference between a square knot and not a square knot? Okay.
I mean,
so,
right over left over right, but
yeah, right over left, left over right.
I'm not looking at it.
Yeah, so it looks like a figure eight when you're done. So both of the tails come out of the same one.
Okay.
And the beauty of using a square knot is it's less likely to untie itself. If you do it wrong, it does have a tendency to untie itself. I also generally, when there's a lot of extra, I'll just put a square knot in them. That as it's luffing, less likely to pull one side or the other. So these are already pretty much done. So these are, well,
just loosen them for storage.
Yep, loosen them for storage. Okay, so that side's there, that side's there. So you're just gonna make it match. Two sides there, two sides there. That's a square knot.
Okay.
That's what a square knot looks like. And then all right, I'll let you do the rest.
Okay.
Always goes in from the port side.
Okay.
Then the halyard will come out of this ring from behind. And when it's at the top, it will pull the ring onto the connection.
That's how it got it.
Yep.
Connects it.
Okay. So this is takes a little getting used to. So basically, I gotta come around to that side.
Okay.
So
you looped it through.
actually, to make it easier, all right. What you do is you pass this loop through the back side of this small block, like that.
Okay.
And then the knot, you can take this and come through to this side.
Yeah.
And put it around this knot.
Okay.
And that will then seize. So it holds that knot there. Kind of like what we did up front.
Yep.
Similar concept. All right, so over time, the sails will kind of shrink. And so right now, I'm having to put a lot of pressure on this because the sail's been sitting unused for so long. It's shortened. This dimension is shortened. So after you used it a couple times, it won't be this complicated.
Okay. Let me hold it.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, yep, almost there. Okay, got it. And here's the last little bit. Ooh. Yeah.
Dang.
I feel like this is still too tight. Yeah. Yeah.
wow. Okay. Is that the mass rotator?
Yep. So the mass rotator is here,
Oh.
and so this.
Oh, this is a Cunningham control.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That when you asked that, I was looking at the Cunningham, and I thought that's what you were looking at. So yeah. So. Okay. This is a leftover from two-person racing, and something they did to speed up the rotation process. So when you're sailing downwind, you put up the spinnaker, you go around the weather mark, your rotation's here about like that. You pull that line in right there. Pull that in. See, that pulls this in. So if this is your upwind setting, then you can release this and it'll allow it to go on around and continue to twist. So Philippe may tell you just get rid of this. I think this this knot is in the wrong place because it seems it's not allowing you to go close enough. Let me get my pliers. So that's over the boom. It goes through, and then the tape is like that for a reason. There you go. Okay. So just tie a stopper knot so that it can't fall out. And then here's your shackle at the top of your main sheet. Oh, feel that breeze.
Oh my God.
Nice. Always undo your traveler. 6 inches of traveler. It's like 6 feet of main sheet.
Okay.
right, so the dagger boards can go in, and you're ready.
Okay. Yep.